so much. Good evening, Mzansi. Welcome to your Friday edition of TrendingSA, right here on S3, where we officially open up the weekend. I am the king of the house, Lut Love, and to help me handle today's agenda is the emperor of a place that many have never heard of before. His name is also Mable. I don't know if you've heard of him, but probably not.
It is Mbopaga's tie that killed Shaka Zulu, so I understand why you'd sit next to me and betray me.
I heard nothing that you said, and moving on to bigger and better things. We are joined by a man who's only popular on the airways, but he is still on radio, so he's a rock star. His name is Mo Flavor.
You did say bigger and better things. I'll leave it right there.
And joining our round table tonight is, you know what, I feel sub today, but it's all love, okay? She's helping us unpack the pop culture moments that had us talking about everything that happens online this week. It's the gorgeous and vibrant, and I have to say this one particular word, Metro FM DJ and media personality, Matt. Oh, yeah. Baby.
Listen to
I'm
that.
triggered by you guys.
It's called
hey.
football,
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry.
I'm no longer part of the squad.
I'm
shaking.
actually the only one who hasn't gotten a chance to actually be part of that squad and be ejected by it. So.
Okay, it's because I said nobody knows you.
Yeah,
hey.
you did.
Okay.
The emperor always strikes back.
I think Metal walked into the wrong family meeting.
I really did. I didn't know it gets so wild.
Oh, yeah, it does. But you know what? That's why you're here, because you need to balance the situation. Well, sort of. Well, speaking of balance or imbalance, hashtag Dr. Tumi reverberated throughout the timeline this week. This is after the popular gospel recording artist and medical doctor, Dr. Tumi, and his wifey, Ngcobo, found themselves in hot water, the wrong side of the law, for allegedly defrauding the National Lotteries Board of $1.5 million.
Sure, this comes after the pair, along with their partners, applied for a project funding in 2018 at the National Lottery and later altered the documents on the application. And according to the Hawks, the holy couple benefited over 700, I need y'all to keep it together, benefited over 700,000 rands and were later released on bail earlier in the week.
As expected, the news of Dr. Tumi's alleged fraud case, it drew widespread comments on the timelines. This is what Vusiwe and Ndlozi had to say. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Uzethu didn't mince her words, and she said, not evil or the devil being blamed for Dr. Tumi's alleged corruption. You can support a person and still require accountability. No wonder corruption will always be a problem in our midst because it always has a face.
Was anyone surprised by these allegations leveled against Dr. Tumi and his wife, Ngcobo? Because I think that nobody is beyond reproach. And you can have a perfect image, right? Whether you're a doctor or whether you've got great gospel albums and have amazing shows, but that doesn't mean that you're perfect. It doesn't mean that you are getting up to no good. Now, I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent of anything. I'm just simply saying that we also need to be realistic. People are people.
I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked by these news. It felt like the day that I found out that the tooth fairy wasn't real. Like, I thought Dr. Tumi's music was gonna usher me to heaven, but it turns out, hey, holy water is just...
It still can.
I mean...
If it shakes on Saturday, you can just play the music the next day. And then, you know what I mean?
You know what, I'm sorry, shame to Dr. Tumi, but there was a tweet that he tweeted back then where he said, time to watch Money Heist season 4. Glad the whole season is uploaded. You know, some of us watch TV as entertainment. Kanteni was going da da di da. Da 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 da. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. And he went and became professor at the National Lotteries.
You guys are problematic, and you know what? I'm not doing this with you. Like, I'm trying to get to heaven, and that's where I'm going. I'm done with y'all. Okay, but on a real note, though, Dr. Tumi released a statement, and he said, "Good day, fam. I hope you're well. We are also good." Okay, as per legal advice, kindly note that we won't be commenting on the current media reports as the matter is before the court. So thank you for your understanding and support. Love to you all and wishing you a great day. That is wild and that is precious, and I really can't wait to see how this whole thing unfolds because, wow, love to you all and wishing you a great day.
Hello, fam.
I can't.
So this next challenge flooded our timelines after tweets took to social media to share modern pictures in black and white has made up history. So this black and white history picture challenge with carefully created captions quickly gained momentum and had us feeling nostalgic and, talking about iconic history moments. Now, we've gone and collated some of the best black and white history picture challenges. And of course, you have to take a look at this. I mean, for instance, this is how you keep your cool in interrogation.
I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
So for those people that actually don't understand what's going on here, this is something from a movie with Keke Palmer, but this person went and said archive footage of my grandmother in 1969 being interrogated by the FBI and refusing to turn over members of the Black Panther Party.
I know that's right.
So Mbalindela felt reminiscent with this one. Found a picture of my uncle, Lucky Dube, who was arrested by apartheid police for encouraging black wealth through a 1976 struggle song. Upon release, he started the taxi industry, Kwamaimai, in the 80s. There are rumors that he owns shares at Brentwood.
Oh my gosh!
I'm done with all of you. I am done with you guys.
I want Big Zulu to actually see this picture.
Oh man, and then we have Andisa's grandmother, who was a trendsetter with this. She says that in 1818, wow, my great-grandmother and her friends were the first to confront John, who was the leader of the apartheid regime, demanding him to open the gate to liberation for all black people. I mean, wow.
I mean, these are struggle icons. You know what I'm saying? This is leadership right here. And it starts at revolutionaries, right? Uprising.
Iconic.
Iconic. I love it, man. Everything about it.
So if you all remember, it was announced mid-last year that R&B singer from yesteryear, Akon, was planning to build a 6 billion utopian city in his birth country of Senegal. Well, it turns out that Akon's cryptocurrency construction plans won't be limited only to Senegal, as he's been recently allotted a sizable lot in Ugandan soil to build a second Akon city.
So considering that Akon's first futuristic city is nowhere close to completion, this announcement of a second Akon city has been met with a lot of skepticism, and Judah Elle saying, Mabla?
Akon hasn't even built the city. He's been talking about building in Senegal. Now he's scamming the rest of Africa.
It's actually so hectic. It's so hectic. Rose Balke continuing and saying Akon's huge land acquisitions in a country plagued by combined imperialist, capitalist, patriarchal and dictatorial plunder of communal lands, leaving millions landless and in poverty is violence.
Amandala.
So it's clear that a lot of people believe in Akon's vision, while many are left with a lot of doubts. So what does the table think about Akon cities being powered by Akon currency? Sure, city currency. I mean,
Matt, what do you think?
Listen, the guy told us years ago that he was lonely. All I know right now is with him building multiple cities all across the world, I can't even keep up with him anymore. He's clearly not going to be lonely anymore.
No, but guys, I agree with that first tweet that we read, because if we are going to give you land in other places to build more cities, can we just see one city? Build a Randburg, just Randburg.
also, like, how much money did Lady Gaga make you, bro? You're just building cities everywhere. Like, what? Are you still what's happening?
I can't believe you guys. Here's a man, a black man, try to build a legacy. And all you want to do is just crush it.
No, guys,
start with one,
start with
at
one.
least.
Let him dream. You know what I appreciate is the fact that he's got a vision, right? Mm-hmm. And he's not just thinking about selling records or whatever. Look at him. He's building cities. How many artists do you know who are talking at this level, building cities, having Akon cryptocurrency? I mean, that is power.
Have you sat with artists when they're high? They speak about everything. So this, building a city, I'm not fazed. Build one, let's see it. Build one.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to get into all the top stories in the world of sport with sports presenter, entertainer, and all-round media personality, the wonderful Vusiwe Ngcobo. Listen, you do not want to miss out on this. Stay with us. It is SA on 3. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back to #SA on 3. So Matt, what is your interest in sport? I mean, do you love any particular sporting code?
I do. I happen to have been an athlete myself, so
You
I
don't
love
say.
athletics.
Look at Lut giving
I
you
mean,
the
them
look.
legs are thanging, so she must have been thanging.
Hello.
Love it when you have athletes here because I'm an athlete myself. Still practicing.
Mablay, you're an athlete here. Yeah. All right, so joining us tonight to give us the lowdown in sports news and, some of the stories that have been making waves on the timeline in the past week, a sports presenter, entertainer, media personality who knows all the ins and outs about the latest tries, the hat-tricks, even the log standings of some of the various sporting codes. She's here to dish out some analysis and give us perspective. Let's welcome to TrendingSA, Vusiwe Ngcobo.
Yay!
Good evening.
Don't forget the lawyer part, Mo.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, how can we forget that, huh?
So let's get right into it. I think as any soccer-loving South African, one of the burning issues has to have been the recent firing of our Bafana coach, Coach Mdingi, getting fired after failing yet again to qualify for AFCON 2020. What would we say attributes to such, an outcome for our team?
So I think it's a combination of factors when you look at how Bafana has done in the past and of late. Particularly with AFCON, I think the frustration for a lot of people came in that all we needed from that Sudan encounter was simply a draw and we would have been in. And even that was too much of an ask from the team. And I think the issue with Bafana, it's a combination of factors. So we do have issues at SAFA level, and we certainly have issues at player level in terms of the quality of players that we're seeing in the national team. And I would say from a SAFA level, it's probably a concern and an issue with grassroots development. Even though the structures are in place, that they're not streamlined, they're not aligned in order to fulfill their objective.
So while we're on the subject of our national team, there have been a number of names thrown in the hat as possible replacements. And we would like to pick your brain about the top 3 candidates, right? You have to give us one reason why they would work and one reason why they won't work. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
Go.
Our first candidate is Benny McCarthy.
So Benny, I think, would work because he's young. He's got the experience on a player level as well as at a coaching level. So that's why I think Benny would work.
I'm not even going to ask you why he wouldn't work. I think he's your favorite right now. Our second candidate is Eric Tinkler.
Eric, I think, would work because from a player perspective, he's had the exposure and he's been in that type of situation. I think what's lacking in the current structure at Bafana is that we don't have anyone who has almost had that player experience coming into the team and just knowing how to handle certain situations and challenges that the players may be faced.
All right, and our third and final candidate is Pitso Mosimane.
Pitso, I think, out of the 3 would probably be the best fit for Bafana because he's got the experience, he's got the knowledge, he's got the continental know-how. I mean, he's currently coaching at the most successful and biggest team on the African continent.
So let's switch gears a bit and talk about cricket. The ODI series between the Proteas and Pakistan wrapped up on Wednesday with the Proteas losing the third match, which is likely because they went in without 5 of their key players. How do you see this loss impacting them going forward?
Okay, so the loss impacting them going forward, but I just want to say something. In the first encounter that the Proteas lost against Pakistan, those key 5 players were in that game. So I don't think we can really look at them not being there as a reason for them losing. They were there in the first and the second game, and the second game we just managed to win. But moving forward, I think it's a good thing for the Proteas. It's a learning experience. I mean, this is a team that has just a lot of new players that have recently come to the fore, say in the past year or so. So it's a team in transition, and it's a team that we're trying to build. So they should take this loss as a learning curve and see how to do things differently. I must say, though, for me, though, a big surprise was the bowling attack from South Africa. That's always been one of our strong points. And with this particular team, we really didn't live up to the standards that we've set in our bowling attack, because we always knew that if our batting was struggling, the bowling team would come in and they would get the job done. But unfortunately, this is not what we're seeing currently in this ODI.
Thank you so much, Vusiwe, for expanding these people's knowledge on sport. I'm a sportaholic myself.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
There's actually no such thing as
Okay, it's not a thing.
ask.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Vusiwe, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a good evening.
Cool. And of course, thank you to Elle for joining us. You were impeccable.
Thank you for having me. I think
And
I
when
should come around more often.
where can people actually listen to you?
So my music is all on SoundCloud, but I do also have links on my social media, which is at @Matt_Elle.
See, thank me for the plug.
Wow.
We're going to go on a quick ad break, and when we come back, we talk to luxury brand fashion designer Lukhanyo Mdingi, who's actually in the running for a massive fashion prize. And then our besties at Vodacom are taking humanity into the future with their Further Together campaign. See you shortly. Come on. Yebo. Yebo.
Wow, you said it for real. Welcome back to TrendingSA. Our next guest has become synonymous with contemporary and avant-garde fashion garments, which transcend gender and cultural barriers. As a promising fashion talent, he's intentional about combining and using everyday materials and textures to create innovative and psychedelic silhouettes. His collections are cultural bending, timeless, and understand elegance as well as soulfulness. Fresh from being named as a semi-finalist in the prestigious Elle VMH 2021 prize, we are joined by promising fashion designer Lukhanyo Mdingi. Oh, now me saying another name. Lukhanyo, how are you? Welcome to TrendingSA.
Hi guys, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, you must be feeling good, because if you think about this moment, I mean, I think for any designer, this is like a pivotal moment, right? And when you reflect on this very moment for you, making the semi-final list, how are you processing all of that?
I mean, it's an honor to be part of such a prestigious prize, but the thing is, I've always understood that it's far beyond myself. There's a key body of people that have used their time and their talents to contribute to what the label is today. So the label might say Lukhanyo Mdingi, but there's so many other people that are part of the party. So I'm super grateful that I can have a strong team and also a strong community of people that have been there since day one. So it's not just myself, it's a whole crew of us. So I'm super grateful that we can celebrate this moment.
That's quite precious, Lukhanyo. So tell us about your brand philosophy. You know, what would you say sets you apart from other designers who are also running for this prestigious prize?
Yeah, for sure. Well, the core essence of our label is based on mindfulness and consideration, and also just really using the spirit of love as the foundation of this. And I don't mean love in some romantic way, but really using love in a way of paying attention of what you're actually doing. So by us working with and actually building bridges between artisanal craft and modern design, we've really been yielded by collaboration more than anything else, and working with people that really care and really are talented in what they do and also believe in the craft making and their heritage. So by molding the two together and creating this hybrid of like this essence and the spirit of these beautiful clothes, that's essentially is the foundation of our pieces. It's through collaboration, and it's bringing their ingenuity and creating something that's very honest, very strong, and very steady.
Lukhanyo, this is a big prize. It's something that's international. It's going to set you apart. I just want to know, how would winning this prize take your career to new heights?
Yeah, well, I've always understood that our label is something that's far beyond just myself. And by having the honor of just even being a semi-finalist, it really has put our name in such an international level. So winning the prize is, I mean, our approach, again, has always been something that's very, very steady, and our movements are always very intentional. So what we would do wouldn't change that much. However, we'll just have the space and the freedom and the peace of mind to really do things more efficiently. And it's having that foundation. And the prize, what it would offer, what it will bring is, I think the prize in itself is a golden ticket to an industry that is sometimes so hard to get into. And being part of such a huge platform can really be a springboard to simply reach our fullest potential.
So, you know what I'm looking at here? Your humility, even with everything that's going on around your career and where you have landed at this point. But I think that humility is one of the reasons why people are going to back you. So just remind us again of how we vote for you and how we make sure that you actually become the winning horse in this race.
Oh man, thank you so much. So the rounds right now is actually semi-finalists. So it's semi-finalists, and then what we're trying to do is getting to the finals, which is top 8. We're currently in top 20. So what my peers and what my friends and the community and the rest of our country has to do is simply go into the LVMH Prize website and click on Lukhanyo and simply click vote. The more votes, the more of a chance that we stand to making it into the finals. So it's really simple, and again, this is the essence of what we're all about. We're all about collaboration. So this is not just a prize for myself, but it's for all the key individuals that have really added their time and their efforts and their talent to make our label what it essentially is today and what you see before you.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Lukhanyo, for joining us. Your humility is everything. I wish I could be more like you. It's too late for me. Maybe for my kids. I'm too far gone.
No, you're not. I think you actually have it within you already.
Then you don't watch this show. Thank you, Lukhanyo. We wish you all the best, and we are going to see you as a finalist.
Yeah.
We guarantee it.
Thank you. I really appreciate the platform. Thank you very much.
Ciao.
With technology and humanity, we can go further together. Vodacom.
So can your entrepreneurial spirit reignite the community around you? We believe that we can go further together with Vodacom Business Solutions. Now, more than ever, your small business needs a partner that offers a range of all-encompassing smart business solutions designed to help you grow your business and look after your employees. Vodacom Business is here to do just that with a wide range of solutions tailored for your business.
I have some questions. Some big questions. Can we hate less and share more love? Can we keep going until we cure every disease? Can we make sure nobody is left behind? Can we find the courage to go further than we have gone? Can we change our ways before it's too late? Can we push our limits beyond the sky? With technology and humanity, we can go further together. Vodacom.
Whether you require fast, reliable internet for your business, marketing, or business funding, Vodacom Business is helping SMEs grow their business with smart business solutions. Now your business can go further together.
With technology and humanity, we can go further together. Vodacom.
And just like that, we are done. We've arrived to the end of another thrilling episode of your conversation starter, TrendingSA right here in S3, where we urge you to open up to some entertainment, like my Blair's not so funny jokes sometimes.
Wow!
Or when he says that he is, you know, all of these things when he's actually
When he does that weird, social distancing,
Oh, guys.
like, Jesus.
I've done nothing but love the both of you.
Which is why you need to tune in again next week for more of this madness, including all of us right here.
Good night.
Thank you very much for tuning in. The madness continues next week right here on SA. Good night.